Back from Comic-Con, I'm ready to talk about video games. What up, viewers? What up? What up? Calc Soups here, and today is Sunday, July 24th. Yes, a little late, and that means it's time for a quick recap of the week, video game news. Like I said, I was at Comic-Con, so a little bit delayed on this one, but still trying to bring you some video game news. I really wanted to talk about it this week because, as you heard in my previous one, I'm pretty excited for some of the games that launched this week. The first of which is Stray, or something I call Untitled Cat Game. No, it's called Stray. I'm very excited to play as a cat. I haven't yet received my physical copy in the mail yet. So looking forward to eventually getting that so I can sit down and play all 4 or 5 hours of the cat game. Yeah, I'll be uploading that to my YouTube channel and playing through it on Twitch. So looking forward to that. It is at an 84 Metacritic, so it reviewed pretty well. It's already one of Annapurna's biggest, or it already is Annapurna's biggest game launch. So glad to see that it's doing well. I'm waiting for my copy in the mail. And then, yeah, I'm really looking forward to running around and playing as a cat. Really kind of getting into the experience of being a cat in this cyberpunk setting. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. If you've already played Stray, feel free to leave a comment down below and tell me what you think of it. Moving right along, I also wanted to talk about As Dusk Falls, a game that also launched this week. It's out on Game Pass as well as all the other platforms. I highlighted the multiplayer aspects of it, where you're able to get feedback from your Twitch stream. You're able to get feedback from people in the room using their phones, and they have like a really cool mechanic where they have like an override card where someone can override the group's decision. Yeah, so I think it'd just be a really good, fun game, narrative game to play with a group of friends. So that's how I'm intending to engage with it. I hear the single player experience is a little bit kind of meh. It is a 77 Metacritic, so not the greatest, but still I think decent. And I'm hoping to just get an experience with my friends, in the room, kind of experiencing it, kind of like a supermassive game or a Telltale game. So yeah, really looking forward to playing As Dusk Falls. I'll also try and stream that with my friends sometime soon as well. So feel free to check that out when it comes up. Moving right along, we've got Resident Evil Village announced a gold edition with a pretty cool trailer this week about the multiplayer mercenaries mode. And as the mercenaries mode allows you to take on some of the characters around Resident Evil Village, of course, you can play as Lady Dimitrescu. So I'm really looking forward to that. I've never really played the multiplayer in any of the Resident Evil games, so kind of interested to see what Hammer Bro plays like, what Lady Dimitrescu plays like. Yeah, so kind of excited to see what this gold edition's all about, and yeah, what Mercenaries is all about. There was a couple other modes. I think there was a third-person mode and maybe a little bit more narrative story. So yeah, there could be a little bit for everybody in the gold edition of Resident Evil Village. Looking forward to that. We got another trailer showing off one of the characters in Gotham Knights, the upcoming Arkham family game, where you play as one of 4 members of the Bat family. This one was focused on Batgirl. I think the previous one was focused on Nightwing, so pretty excited to see this one focused on Batgirl, kind of showing off a little bit of her moveset. I don't remember too much gameplay. I think it was more like a character trailer. So I am looking forward to seeing a little bit more of her gameplay. As someone who's probably going to play as Batgirl, I'm really interested to see how the Barbara Gordon character fills the role. So kind of see how each of the different characters specializes. But I'm pretty interested in playing as Batgirl. So I would have liked to see maybe a little bit more gameplay, or maybe I just didn't recognize it. Let me know what you think down below. Ubisoft is proving they really don't have much to talk about this year. There was they've delayed Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, a game that was originally set to come out by the end of this year. Yeah, so the Avatar video game Frontiers of Pandora has been delayed to the fiscal year of 2023. So for them, that would be April of 23 to March of 24. So we're not going to see that for a few more months. Yeah, I thought this would kind of coincide with the movie release, so pretty interesting to see that that won't be the case, and that we'll have to wait a little bit longer uh, to scratch that Avatar itch as far as having control over the narrative. So, um, yeah, I'm still very curious to know what Ubisoft's slate is and what's going on with a bunch of the other titles. I've also seen things about Assassin's Creed being kind of pushed, and um, they have Skull and Bones, so they got that going for them for pirate ship combat, but they haven't had any kind of E3 announce showcase, so waiting for the next Ubisoft forward. And yeah, I doubt they'll be talking about Avatar if they pushed it another half a year or a year. So yeah, pretty interesting to see that there. The UK, which was a country that was once leading the forefront on loot box regulation in video games, has said that they are not going to be instituting any regulatory policies on loot boxes. I bet there was some kind of like deal that what couldn't get made, so now UK legislators are trying to get the video game industry to police it themselves. And I don't know that that's too big of an ask, because I think loot box is kind of a four-letter word now, and it's kind of a third rail in the gaming industry. No one really likes loot boxes. Everybody likes season passes. So I doubt loot boxes will live very much outside of the maybe in mobile games it's still going to be a thing with the gotcha mechanics, but yeah, I doubt you'll see it in kind of in more traditional HD video games. So yeah, hopefully hopefully other countries can continue the regulation. I'm not sure if I remember one of the Nordic countries was really looking into it. I think China successfully legislated loot boxes, so at least for some of the Blizzard games, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what I'm thinking of, but yeah, I think the games industry is kind of soured on loot boxes, so the UK I don't think has too much to worry about. Speaking of Blizzard, they've got a pretty crazy promo that was announced this week. If you get a Diablo IV tattoo, then you will be able to get access to a beta key, which kind of led me to think like, it's not even a full game. B, tattoos are expensive. Like you could probably get a small one. They had like a whole picture of like some of the different iconography that you could use to get access to this beta key, but tattoos are expensive. I've only got a pretty small tattoo, and it still took several hours, and they're charging like $100 an hour. So yeah, you're for a halfway decent one. So yeah, I just thought, on one hand you get a permanent expensive tattoo, and on the other hand you get an open beta key, or a beta key to Diablo 4. I know that there are diehard fans out there. Someone is still playing Diablo Immortals and giving Blizzard all of their money. But yeah, I just thought this was kind of a, hey, I know there will be diehard fans, but I just thought like, permanent expensive life decision, or maybe wait for the game to come out, which is what I'll do. But yeah, it was pretty cool that they kind of put this out there. So I wonder if anybody takes them up on it. Fresh off the Comic-Con wagon is the Dungeons and Dragons movie. Got a big trailer this weekend. Dungeons and Dragons Honor Amongst Thieves had a pretty cool trailer, and they announced coming out of that, they announced one of the first toys in their toy line, which will be one of many Dungeons and Dragons fans' favorite things. It is a toy of a gelatinous cube. And there was a bunch of different like finicky things that you can like stick to the sides. So it looked pretty fun, and excited to see that both there was a gelatinous cube in the trailer, as well as a bunch of other monsters that you know and love, like an owl bear and a displacer beast. And I'm looking forward to Dungeons and Dragons Honor Amongst Thieves. So let me know what you think down below, and if you're excited for a gelatinous cube toy. I don't remember what the price was, so don't pay too much for it. But yeah, I'm excited for it. So looking forward to the new Dungeons and Dragons movie coming soon. Warner Brothers, their Smash-like Multiverses is going into open beta. So I think if people had access to the closed beta, which was I think a couple months ago or last month, they have a little bit of an early access. They already have access to it, but there's an open beta starting next week on the 26th. So, or this week, starting on the 26th, depending on how you look at it. Yeah, so you'll be able to play 2v2, 1v1, 2v2, all the different modes of multiverses in an open beta. So I'm looking forward to it. I really like the WB properties, and yeah, really looking forward to checking those out, seeing how Arya Stark plays, how Superman plays, some of my favorite characters across all of WB's IPs. So yeah, if you're playing and you're looking for a second, hit me up. Last but not least, we have one more game that's launching, or launched this week. One that kind of slipped under the cracks that I didn't really see too much on, but I remember seeing at, I think, an ID at Xbox event called Endling Extinction is Forever. You play as a fox in like a, I don't know if it's 2D, but I don't know if it's a platformer or what the actual mechanics are, but you're trying to keep, you as a mother of 3 foxlings is trying to keep them alive. Yeah, it was something that really kind of caught my eye. So back, maybe it wasn't an ID at Xbox event. I think maybe it was a Steam showcase or one of the PC related showcases from Summer Games Fest. But yeah, I was also looking forward to Endling Extinction is Forever, which launched this week as well. It's got a 74 Metacritic, so you know, do your due diligence before you pick it up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Endling as well. So let me know what game, you probably have a game that you picked up this week, if you're, you know, into picking up games as they're launching. So lots of games launching this week. Let me know what you picked up down below in the comments. But that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this content. If you do, follow, like, and subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitch so you can see more great content like this. I'll have links down below in the description. Thanks again. I hope you have a super day. I hope you have a super weekend. And I hope you have a super day. Bye.